So I'm on my way home and I'm listening to NPR, the National Public Radio, and it's where I get most of my news. Usually that's where I get all my news from. I don't even listen to any more of the CNNs or the Foxes or hell, even the ABCs, NBCs, all that crap. I hate it. But I get all my news from the public radio, and very good news reporting, a lot of integrity. Anyways, shout out to them, right? So I hear today that the president or the head of the VA is going to, or is planning on firing the head of the Washington DC VA hospital. And he's going to do this because of recent and past gross negligence and mismanagement. Now, I don't have exact details of exactly what went down, but you can look it up online, and you see a lot of issues there, and you see a lot of issues with all the VA hospitals and stuff like that. And there's plenty of them out there that are great hospitals, and they take great care of the vets. But there's also a lot of issues that need to be addressed. And apparently, there is an organization that keeps these. Now, he was the president of the VA hospital in DC, was dismissed a little while back because of this negligence, and he was reinstated because of this organization that keeps them. It's kind of like a VA. I don't know what they're called, but they keep them from being fired. So he was put back on duty. Now, the president, Mr. President Donald Trump, has recently signed into law a new order that the head of the VA is able to and has more flexibility and power to fire these people. Now, I don't want to see anybody fired. I don't have any ill will on them or on anybody, as long as they do their job. And not only that they do their job, I know there's going to be issues, especially with government. The problem is these people that are in this power positions, they don't have accountability. Now, and I think that's what it is. It's like the VA Accountability Act, I think it is. And the problem being that people don't have accountability of what they're doing. Now, that's a big problem here in the government. People don't have accountability, and they don't take ownership for the problems there. Now, I can understand if there's problems in a hospital, and they fix it, they take those people out, they fire them, they fix the problem, and then they learn from it, and then they continue on and make it better. So what we try to do in the military was we always try to leave something better than the way we found it. Now, that being said, that's not happening. It doesn't happen a lot. People don't take ownership of the problems that are occurring in their organization. And that's what happened there. He didn't take ownership, and he doesn't take accountability, and there is no accountability for him. So he just goes ahead and gets reinstated and keeps his job. Now, if there's, especially with the veterans, I take that to heart. I have many veterans in the family that I personally know, that I've personally served with, and of course, me being in the Army, I have, I feel strongly about it, and especially to taking care of them after the fact that they're out of the military, they're retired, that they got out however they did, and we need to take care of them. And I made a post not too long ago. If you think that government-run healthcare is is what we need here in the country, you're grossly mistaken, because it's not. Anything that the government is going to put their hands on, especially healthcare, it's not going to work. Now, don't get me wrong, healthcare in the Army, it's not perfect, but it works to a certain extent. But if you put it out there, if you put the government in charge of it, it's not going to work, and it's going to be grossly overcharged, and it's not going to work because of accountability. So, like I said, I don't want to see anybody fired, but I do want to see people do their jobs correctly, take care of our veterans, and do it right. Take accountability for your actions and the actions of people under you. If you're a leader, then you take accountability. You take ownership of what's going on. Because you know what? If something happens, something bad is always gonna happen, and we can understand that. But if you don't fix it and learn from it, it's your fault. It's your fault. So this makes me happy. It makes me happy that people are putting these people under microscope and making them accountable for their actions and what's going on. That makes me happy. So think about that for a little while. Share my video. Click a like. Click like, whatever it is. Like the video. Share the video. Go check me out on Instagram and all that. And love you guys. Facebook, all that. You know, come back again. Give me some feedback. What you guys want to hear more about. And we'll talk to you guys later. All right. Scott's out.